Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the World of Fandom Fight. I am your host, Kaleb Koho, joined today at the desk by the very tired Commissioner Tim Smith. How you doing?
Very tired, like you said, but it ought to be a good match. Seeing these two face each other, we see the return of Dave Goodger and Jim Green in singles, so it ought to be a good match for both of these guys.
Absolutely. Jim Green, a contender for the team titles with myself.
That you put yourself in?
A contender. If we didn't put ourselves in nothing, we earned ourselves a number one contenders match.
Sure.
Dave getting a victory over Hunter Chambliss last we saw him. Jim is coming to the ring with a record of 1-2. Most of the people are going to ask where that one comes from. He beat me in an exhibition match that we had pre-taped for the end of the year that we just ended up never airing. However, the promise was for whoever who were to beat me or Robert of our three matches would get the win on the record. No one would get a loss reflected. So Jim did do the impossible, so he has the win reflected.
Fuck you.
But with that,
Kaleb, he also did another impossible, scoring 0 points against Nico. But go ahead.
All right. Well, with that, let's go to our players. I'm sure they're itching to get some words in right now in promo.
Here I am returning again to the place where I have been screwed with terrible questions and a co-host that is, used to screwing me in other divisions. You'd have already seen the Eli match by now. So Tim, fuck you, Tim. Chicago, here we come. I'm going to beat the living shit out of Tim. But that's not what we're talking about today. We're talking about the division where I asserted my dominance over my partner in an unaired exhibition, which got me that win. And now I'm playing one of Brooklyn's cronies that doesn't even know geography. French Canada is a thing. English Canada is not. That's just Canada. French Canada. They speak French. Nobody has an English accent, so the new British Empire doesn't make sense when it's filled with Canadians. Their team name is stupid. Their stable name is stupid. And Dave is stupid. I'm going to win pretty easily, I feel. So Dave can say whatever he wants now. I'm done.
And I'm back again in another match. Here we are in a geekdom against Jim Green, who apparently says my geography is bad. My geography might be bad, but your history is appalling. New British Empire. It is taking over like the old British Empire took over. French Canada, yeah, that was a bit. We sold the English part. We sold a part of that to the French. Don't worry about it. Read your books, you'll get there. But that's by the by. I'm here today to answer questions, kick ass. Do both at the same time, put you back to sleep where you belong. Bring on the questions. Let's go.
Solid promo from Dave. They're talking about history and geography, mocking what his was about. Jim, obviously coming out with some history lesson of his own about how he got that win and where he's been and where he's going. What were your thoughts on that one, Tim?
I mean, yeah, Dave came out nice and strong with his. Of course, Jim going on his bitch train that he's been on for ever since he started trivia. And I can't wait to shut him up in Chicago and send him back crying and bitching to whoever writes that match, which I know he'll complain about those questions like he always does, because when he gets a question he doesn't know, it's everyone's fault but his. But this is why you picked a shitty partner. But those are my thoughts, Kaleb.
All right. Well, we're going to get into the proper
Championship match.
We're going to get right into
you're not
introductions. Introducing first, coming to the ring with a record of 1 win and 2 defeats, representing the Kingdom and the Kings of Winter. He is the TV Throwdown Champion of the World, Jim the Wolf Green. And his opponent, also coming to the ring with a record of 1 win and 2 defeats, representing the new British Empire and the Knights of Knee. He is the British Bulldog, Dave Goodger. All right, gentlemen, round one works like this. You've both been here before. You were each going to get 10 questions worth 1 point apiece. If you get all of them correct, you will get a bonus question. This is the whiteboard round. Write it down. Say it to us as we go along. 3 repeats for the entirety of a match and a challenge rule. Any questions?
Nope.
All right.
When will you stop wearing that beanie?
Never. We're going to get right into the first question, which comes in the category of Pixar. Who voices Fear in Inside Out?
Oh, okay.
Inside Out, one that I don't love, but a lot of people do.
It's an amazing film.
I played Codenames Disney Edition the other day, and there was a lengthy conversation about this performer of the arts.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Dave.
No, not got it.
And Jim.
It's I prefer him as Ross, but David Schwimmer.
Oh, of course it is.
That is incorrect.
Ooh.
We're looking for Bill Hader. Bill Hader is the voice
Bill
of
Hader is Fear?
Is Fear. Bill Hader. Not David Schwimmer. David Schwimmer in a different animated franchise. That is not Pixar. All right, Jim, you want to give them their next question?
All right, your next question comes in Wizarding World. Who helps Harry and company into Gringotts' vault before betraying them in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2?
This is my favorite Wizarding World.
Really?
Movie or book? Movie or
What?
book? Did you say movie or book?
Movie. I haven't read any of the book. I've only seen the movies.
Oh.
I like this one. This one was the movie
book is
where I
pretty
finally
awesome.
understood what this all was and kind of liked it.
Well, you only had to
Really?
watch,
It took you
only
that
had to watch
long?
6, 7, and 8 to understand what it all was, because that's the only time it's
2,
relevant.
1. Pens down. We'll start with Jim.
Grip hook.
And Dave.
Yeah, no, not got it. I just got to swap my pen. It just died on me.
All right, your third question comes in the newly minted category of Rocky. Name one of Ivan Drago's 3 nicknames in Rocky 4.
Oh, God.
Ivan Drago, the infamous boxer in the Rocky universe.
Yes, yes.
Many would consider him the Thanos of the Rocky cinematic universe.
Since he killed the Iron Man of the Rocky Cinematic Universe in said movie.
God, it's been so long since I've seen Rocky 4.
I don't know if I'd call Apollo Creed the Iron Man, but fair. 5,
Oh.
4, maybe the Captain America. 3,
I
1.
think he has more the attitude of Tony.
Pens down. We'll start with Dave.
Russian destroyer?
That's incorrect. We'll go to Jim.
I went with a different name with Russian attached to it. Russian Mauler. The Russian Mauler.
Ooh, that's also not one of them. We would have accepted the Siberian Express, the Siberian Bull, or Death from Above. All of
Sure.
those names in that film.
Sure.
All right.
That last one, you can ask Apollo Creed. Anyways, your next one comes in Star Wars. What Star Wars film has the tagline, "The saga is complete"?
The saga is complete.
Yes.
I think our saga is
shit.
not
Sorry.
far from complete yet.
What saga is that, Caleb?
The saga of Buster Scruggs, because I have no idea where I was going with that.
That's I believe that's a ballad, not
Cool.
a saga.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Jim.
I said 6, Return of the Jedi.
Is incorrect. And Dave.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I went the same one. It's 3, isn't it? It's Revenge of the Sith.
Yes, it is Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith.
Oh,
It had to be one of the multiples of 3.
Yeah.
All right, your fifth question comes in the category of the MCU. What 2 people does Loki take control of at the start of the Avengers? The Avengers.
First film of its kind to bring so many heroes together. Or so they keep telling us.
Who would you say is the Avengers of Multiplex?
The Avengers of Multiplex?
Yeah, the 6 people that would make the Avengers team.
Oh. Wait, are there 6 of us?
You'll
Have we gotten to that point?
Well, you think about it, and I'll count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, son of a bitch, yeah, they are.
Hands down. We'll start with Dave.
I've got Hawkeye and some no-mark agent that can never remember the name.
Ooh. And Jim.
Put some respect on Papa Skarsgård, Professor Eric Selvig, and Clint Barton, a.k.a. Hawkeye, a.k.a. Ronan.
That is correct.
Yeah, I forgot about Selvig.
Come on,
defense,
Papa
he
Skarsgård.
did take control of another agent as well.
I don't remember.
All right, Tim, you want to give him the next? Tim, you want to give him the next question?
Yes, your next question in Fast and Furious. What do Dom and crew steal at the start of Fast and Furious?
Fast and Furious being the 4th film in the franchise.
Fast
Yes.
and Furious. I hate that they did that with the titles after we got to that point.
Well,
It just makes it bad for us question writers.
at least they made it easy for you with 5, 6, 7.
Everything going forward and everything before. It's just that one movie's title. Freaking hate it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Jim.
It's gasoline.
That is correct. And Dave.
You ever get those feelings that you should have gone to bed?
Ooh, unfortunately incorrect.
Down
All
here,
right.
gas is gold, Papa.
Your next question comes in the category of James Bond. James Bond.
Fuck you, Dave. This category sucks.
Who plays James Bond in Tomorrow Never Dies? Cat has entered my room.
Oh, did the other cat? We're going to see a cat fight.
No, but you take the reins. I need to corral the kitten.
Okay. All right, we're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I changed it at the last second.
Let's go to Jim.
I changed it from Timothy Dalton to Pierce Brosnan.
That would be correct for a point. And Dave.
On the board, Pierce Brosnan.
Nice.
Oh,
It's
thank
on the
God.
board.
All right, David.
I
on
was
the
like,
board.
that one sounds too familiar to me. So that had to be the 90s.
All right, Tim, you want to give him their next question?
All right, your next question in scores and soundtracks.
What question is this?
This is question number 8.
This is
8. Okay.
Jesus.
Scores and soundtracks. What song plays over the opening credits of Fast and Furious 6?
What song?
This was
Over the credits or the beginning?
the opening, beginning
Okay.
thingy, credits,
Yes.
whatever you want to call them. This used to be my favorite.
Yeah,
we
you
watched
had your rewatch along there. You finally got the 5.
I've done them all. I'm done.
Oh.
I've watched all 8 again. 8 sucks.
Yes, it does.
7,
Yeah, you're not really missing nothing.
7 got better on a rewatch, but it's still disappointing.
Shit, no, no.
And 5 is still great. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, Dave.
No, I got 6 and 8 mixed up. No, I've got Despacito. I've got.
And Jim.
Nothing.
Ooh, looking for We Own It. We Own It. The Wiz Khalifa 2 Chainz collaboration. All right,
Yeah.
your 9th and penultimate question comes in the category of movie quotes. Movie quotes.
Shit.
What Marvel character says, eyes, lungs, pancreas, so many snacks, so little time? It's very, very, very hard not to act that line. Voice act
Yeah.
that line.
Very dark for any character, but you know,
It's very true.
yes. You expect Hannibal Lecter to just pop up in the multiverse and say that.
You'd be correct. 5, 4, 3, 2,
Repeat.
1. All right, that is Dave's first repeat of the match. Movie quotes. What Marvel character says, eyes, lungs, pancreas, so many snacks, so little time? Have you ever eaten a pancreas, Tim?
No, I have not eaten any human body parts, Caleb.
What about deer? Have you had deer pancreas, deer eyes?
I've had deer meat, but no deer pancreas. Oh.
Interesting. I figured that would be a delicacy somewhere. I don't know. 5, 4,
Maybe some crazed
3,
European country. Who knows?
2, 1. Maybe. They eat monkey brains. Pens down. We will start with Jim.
Sabretooth might eat a person.
That's incorrect. And Dave.
Grandmaster.
Incorrect. Looking for Venom. Venom.
Oh my god.
Jim filmed Venom.
Oh, Jesus, I gotta stop doing that. I'm dropping my phone. Stop hitting myself.
All right, Tim, you want to give them their last question of the round?
All right, your last question. Disney live action.
In Pirates of the Caribbean.
What does the dead man's chest contain in Pirates of the Caribbean? Dead man's chest. No, for real, your real question.
It's been a minute since I've written a Pirates question. It's been a minute. I love those movies.
What, you mean it's been a batch already since you wrote a Pirates question?
I've written 3 matches in a row with no Pirates at all. Well, 3 weeks worth, I think. I don't know where this lies.
I will take a look to see, folks, just to determine that. Mark this time in this match.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, Dave.
A heart.
And Jim.
The Heart of Davy Jones, played by Bill Nee.
That is correct. All right, so at the end...
Whatever.
At the end of round number 1, Jim is in the lead 5 to Dave's 2, but anything can happen as we get into round number 2, which works like this. You're each going to get a chance to spin from the lovely wheel from wheeldecide.com, 2018 Fandom Heel of the Year. Fandom Heel of the Year, wheeldecide.com. You're going to get a chance to spin for the wheel. If you like the category you like, you are going to get 5 questions worth 2 points apiece. You can't go to multiple choice, but it will devalue the point down to being worth only 1. You can spin again if you don't like the category you like, but you were stuck with it. Any questions as we get into round number 2?
Nope.
All right. Jim, you were in the lead. Would you like to go first or second?
I like to play from behind. Go for it, Dave.
All right, Dave, you are up. And your spin is away. And it lands on
The wheel.
DreamWorks. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
No, let's go again.
All right. You're stuck with whatever you land on this time, and it lands on Disney Animation. Disney Animation. All right. I will go ahead and give to you your questions in Disney Animation. And your first question is thus. Tim Burton directed what 2012 Disney animated film?
Alice in Wonderland.
That is incorrect. Jim, the chance for a 2-point steal.
Frankenweenie.
That is correct with the points.
Animated, Dave.
Oh, animated. Oh, dumbass. This is what goes.
I literally said Alice in Wonder. Oh, animated.
All right. Your second question, Dave, in Disney Animation. What is the name of the ship that Jim Hawkins sails on to get to the titular treasure planet?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, the HMS Bounty, B, the RLS Destiny, C, the HMS Revenge, or D, the RLS Legacy?
My first thought was Bounty, but I don't think I'll go Bounty. A.
That is incorrect. Jim, the chance for a 1-point steal.
I'd like a repeat of the options, please.
Your options are A, the HMS Bounty, B, the RLS Destiny, C, the HMS Revenge, or D, the RLS Legacy?
C.
That is also incorrect. Looking for D, the RLS Legacy. RLS Legacy. All right. Dave, your third question. Who voices Chief Bogo in Zootopia?
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, J.K. Simmons, B, Idris Elba, C, Alan Tudyk, or D, Keith Davids.
J.K. Simmons.
That is incorrect. Jim, the chance for a 1 point steal.
It's Idris Elba.
That is correct for a point. All right, your penultimate question, Disney animation, Dave. What is the name of the Mad Doctor who creates Stitch in Lilo and Stitch?
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, Pleakley, B, Gantu, C, Jumba, or D, Bubbles.
B.
B is incorrect. Jim, the chance for a 1 point steal.
Repeat the options, please.
Is it A, Pleakley, B, Gantu, C, Jumba, or D, Bubbles?
C, Jumba.
That is correct for another point. And Dave, your final question in Disney Animation Round 2. Who is the introductory host of Fantasia 2000?
Never seen it. Not gonna. Multiple choice.
Is it A, Angela Lansbury, B, James Earl Jones, C, Steve Martin, or D, Bette Midler?
A.
A is incorrect. Jim, the chance for a 1 point steal.
Let me hear those multiple choices again, because I thought it was Walt Disney.
Your multiple choice options are
So did I.
A, Angela Lansbury, B, James Earl Jones, C, Steve Martin, or D, Bette Midler?
Steve Martin.
That is correct for a point. All right, so at the end of Dave's turn, Jim is up to 10 points, and Dave's still sitting at 2. Jim, your spin at the wheel is away. And it lands on Wizarding World.
Now let's go home early, fellas.
Yep.
All right. Tim, you want to give him his questions in Wizarding World?
I will keep that, Timothy Smith. None of your sassiness. I will keep that category.
Of course, you'll keep the crusher keeps you in matches. All right, your first question in Wizarding World, because you don't know anything else. What is the name of the glasses Luna uses to find Harry in Half-Blood Prince?
Oh, shit. It's fucking... Oh, shit. I'm going to know it in multiple choice. I'm not even going to try and think about it. Multiple choice.
A, Legolemens. B, Spectra Specs. C, Stealth Sensors. Or D, Cloakers.
It's B.
Yep. For a point. All right. Second question. In Prisoner of Azkaban, what is the name of the establishment that the night bus takes Harry after essentially running away from the Dursley home?
It's the Leaky Cauldron. That's in London.
2 points. What spell does Draco use on Harry in the Half-Blood Prince, leaving him on the train after everyone else got off?
Oh, it's the fucking one that Hermione uses in the first one. Fuck. Oh, God. Be lenient on how I say this. Petrificus Totalis.
That is correct for 2 points. Avada Kedavra is a curse that does what?
Oh, Avada Kedavra. It's the killing curse.
Correct.
That apparently you don't have to verbally say anymore since Crimes of Shitty happened.
And your last one. Harry and Ginny end up having 3 children. James, Albus, and what other child?
Oh, you ask for the one that is not named in the films. It is, her name, I believe, is Lily Luna Potter.
2 points.
And your winner, by way of knockout, Jim the Wolf Green. Final score 19-2. Tim, what are your thoughts on that one?
Well, I mean, Dave just had that rough start, and of course, Jim getting his crux in round 2 that keeps getting him wins. I'd love to see him go for a category that he's not confident on to see what happens, but
like Disney animation.
But you know, he keeps getting that crux and winning Kaleb. So yeah, there's that.
Absolutely. Do you want to go ahead and take us into some post-match interviews?
Not really, but fine.
I want to make you fight with Jim more.
Oh, it wouldn't be a fight. I would just kick him. All right. We are here. Post-match interviews. Kaleb Koho is away because he's a little some bitch right now. We're going to start with our unfortunate loser, Dave, because I like him far more. Dave, it just wasn't your game today. What happened?
Oh man, I've got no excuse. Well, no, I have. It's literally in the AM over here, so maybe that. I didn't know the answers to the questions.
Yeah.
It's one of those. It's one of those ones that makes me go back and think: do I need to do this and put myself through it and embarrass myself on the internet? Yeah, congratulations to Jim. Literally, I did not know a single one of those Potter ones at the end there. Yeah, look, he got them right. I got them wrong. He'll move on, and I'll go and red.
I know this probably isn't the debut you were looking for your debut with the now new British Empire with yourself, Brooklyn, a few others, but do you have anyone you're looking forward to next to maybe bounce back or?
Nah, look, if anyone's down at the bottom there and needs to get their first win, give me a shout. I'll turn up and prop up the leaderboard for everybody else. Look, yeah, I'll play anyone who wants a match. I've never shied away from anything like that.
All right.
But, yeah, we'll see where it goes.
All right. Well, thanks again. I know it didn't go your way tonight, but I know we'll see you bounce back. See you get a win for that new British Empire. Hopefully you don't have to fight an American and have a new Revolutionary War, but, you know. So thanks again. We will see you. And now we go to the part where I really don't want to, but Jim, whatever you want to say, just go the fuck ahead.
Tim, you're terrible. You suck in Chicago. You will be defeated. You are terrible. We're not going to get Zoid's questions. You're terrible. Dave, no, I mean, you know, we talked a little mess in some comment sections, and he's in Sue's husband's thing, I think, whatever that is. He's in that faction owned by the French. And, you know, he got some unfortunate wheel spins there because DreamWorks, you know, it's all everyone's kind of iffy on that. Even Nico, Night Furry guy who begged to get it in here, spins away from that. And then he gets Disney animated and, you know, just kind of has a slip of the brain on Alice in Wonderland, and then just downhills rolls it there. You know, I had a similar thing happen against Nico with the kaiju thing. So, you know, no shame on Dave. It's just a bad set of questions for his knowledge. Nothing to be ashamed of. But yeah, 2-2. Tim still sucks. I'll play anybody that Koho gives me. We'll beat Robert and brother Tim in the team championship. Oh, and lastly, Tim still sucks.
And that's enough.
You know we're here. Look, we know we're here. You know we're here. We're gonna go win that number one contenders match. We're gonna take those belts off Silver Shamrocks. That's how it's gonna go. But Jim just showed why he's the best team partner in all of Multiplex fandom, and that's why we're gonna be the champs. But it was a great match on Jim's part, and it feels good to have a win over New British Empire. Fuck off, Brooklyn. I see you. My faction's better. Come at me. But yeah, this is gonna be great. It feels good to have my partner win. If not,
and now back to the task with Kaleb Koho.
Win that way. See him win that way, Tim. I'm right here. I'm on the desk. Yeah, you know, that kind of win is brutal. It's
And for all of us here at Fandom Fights,
it's a hard loss to kind of go that way, to kind of lose out that way. It's really hard, and I don't blame Dave. Some days you got it, some days you don't. Some days the questions just aren't in your favor. It just doesn't go your way, and there's nothing to hang your head about. And Jim just played great, and that is why the Kingdom is the best faction in all Multiplex. But thank you all for watching Fandom Fight. It was a great match today. From everyone here, this has been Fandom Fight. We'll go to our winner, Jim Green. Where can they find you?
I hate plugs. You can find me in Chicago kicking Tim's ass.
Over to our unfortunate loser, Dave. Where can they find you?
Okay, yeah, I have got a podcast that is on it was a mid-season hiatus. It's now lasted a little bit longer. Called That Made Your List. It's available on Podbean and Apple Podcasts. It's where an average ordinary film fan, me, shows up how little he knows by interviewing other average ordinary film fans about their favourite films. It will be coming back at some point with a whole new set of guests and the same regular questions. You can find me there.
All right, over to my co-host, Tim Smith. Where can they find you and what's on Multiplex Entertainment?
you can easily find me in Chicago showing Jim knows nothing of Fandom TV, but running his mouth. And here on Multiplex, you can catch Movie Mondays, TV Tuesdays with both singles and Fandom TV, because Jim is unoriginal and stole Kaleb's Fandom Fights idea, which you can see Fandom Fights on Fridays. Our great programming, the KOHOSCARS on Thursdays, as well as Nico and Zaddeus' little show about the DC world with whatever they want to adorably call it. And Around the League on Sundays with Nico. And, of course, Saturday Nerdgasm. And maybe a few other shows coming down the lineup.
Absolutely. You can find me over there on Multiplex, where I host the Fandom Fight. But for me personally, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Kaleb Koho. That's Kaleb with a K and then KOHO. YouTube, Kaleb Koho, where I do music. Koho Productions, where I do film on both channels right now. My movie Chick Part 2 is out for you to watch for free. What's not free is my album Shoot for Teams with the Forks, which you can find on iTunes, Spotify, wherever you can stream your digital music. And from everyone here, from Dave, from Jim, from Tim, I have been Kaleb. This has been Fandom Fight, and we will see you all next week.